Almost like I don't want to speak. Amazing. For those of you who were with Peter and Lishan this morning, Peter was lucky enough to find this couple this morning, and we kept it a little quiet because it can't really be certain that they'd be in the same place, although lion do spend most of their day, their 24-hour period, conserving their energy, vital to their survival. Sadly, a lot of people call them lazy. Got nothing to do with being lazy. But I hope this is a wonderful surprise for everybody. It certainly is for me. This is my first lion back in the Sabi Sand after many, many years.
Oh, nice.
Gosh, 1996 was the last lion I saw in the Sabi Sand. Well, I suppose that was the last time I was in the Sabi Sand prior to coming out here early December for the few days when I was testing, presenting. I think there's a Korhan. Having the clouds moving the way they were today, it wasn't an exceptionally hot day when it was cloudy. There were isolated showers that were moving around the sky. They could well have moved into thicker bush and moved away. It's only really on really hot summer days, dry days, or dry wintry days that one can be almost certain that lion are not going to move around. Being opportunistic predators, I've seen lion get up in the heat of the day. Not every time he covers her is there penetration, and not every time is there fertilization. One of nature's ways of ensuring that there is a number of eggs being fertilized. Now, if he was part of a coalition of males, her estrus period would last a lot longer than a male can last. So it's quite possible that during an estrus period, if he had brothers, that the brothers would also mate. Possible, as I say, not always. The spreading genes. This sort of area reminds me of the southern part of or central part of the Sabi Sand.
There's no more clearing areas.
Now, there was a lot of artificially cleared areas trying to recreate open areas for herd animals, gregarious animals. The size of those paws, I think if I were to spread my hand next to his, I would barely cover his paws. It's a beautiful shot of the closeness that they have during the mating period. He stays very close to her. And this is what lion do 20 odd hours out of 24. Ties in with what I was saying earlier about the energy dynamics of the different predators. When you're a hunter, there's no point walking around and doing things and wasting energy if you're not hunting, because it is so vital to conserve energy for the hunt. Unlike the herbivores that can continue moving around all day because they're continually taking in and processing food. In some cases, lion don't necessarily hunt every day. Depending on the size of the prey and the size of the pride, the number of males, the number of females, the inter-pride relationships about who gets what in a kill. They can hunt multiple times in a day, and they can hunt with a week break in between. It depends on the availability of prey. There's so many influencing factors that there's no one cut and dried answer. There's no one cut and dried statement that I can make that they eat at a particular time frame or a few copies here and there. But essentially it's all the same altitude, and we very, very seldom get to see horizon unless you have rocky outcrops and koppies. This is a treat being up here. Treat and a privilege. I love that mane of his, that little Mohican black tuft up top there. Like he's been to a hairdresser. A friend of mine, Elzan, would love that.
Yeah, just those questions, Ruby and Bonnie. I don't actually know for a fact what happened to the other male. As far as I know, he eventually perished. But I again stand to be corrected on that. It's one of those things that by now, even amongst the guides, they seem to have different stories. It's the first time I've seen these lions in a few months, or this lion, if it is a Manyeleti male. There's that little quiff you mentioned, Mark.
Yeah.
And that was the other question, which lions these are.
Yeah, Bonnie wanted to know what pride they belong to. Where I just wanted to say that Ruby and Bonnie, I can't answer either of those questions, and that's why Peter has taken it. I'm new to these lions, and so yeah, I don't know the prides yet, but maybe you have an idea of...
Yeah, one of the Manyeleti males most likely, but Mark, I'm the same, not quite like you being new, but we see these lions very seldom.
She's heard something.
I tend to look at them just as lions to an extent.
He's taking advantage of her moving. Pity he's facing away from us. We might get him Fleming, but... And yeah, unfortunately we're not going to see their face, the grimacing, the facial movements, the biting of the neck that he does, and then her snarling. She's going to snap at him this time. There's a low growl coming from her. No, she must be a fairly old lady. She's had a few litters. Look at that. Cloud's gone orange and pink.
Oh, and the light in his face there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I know, you